trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop.
What's up, everybody? Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mickey, and as you guys can see from the title, today we are doing a seafood boil. Who's happy? I'm happy. Who's happy? I'm happy. Who doesn't love seafood? So we're just gonna get started. We're gonna jump right into it. I really just have snow crab legs, some lobster tails, and then the eggs, potatoes, corn, all that good stuff, and some lemon and some good sauce over here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see this. My little butter sauce. Oh, speaking of sauce, I just want to start this out by saying shout out to B Love. Hey girl. So as you guys may know, yeah, she may not be the first person to start this mukbang trend, but she made it popular, she made it cool, she made it fun. So she opened the door for everybody else and people who look like me to do this. So we're gonna get started. This is not her sauce, but this is just my sauce that I normally make, so I'm sure it doesn't taste like hers. One day I hope I can try hers, and I'm probably gonna try to make her sauce one day. I know she's supposed to be coming out with some, but I'm gonna try to make it from scratch one day. But right now I'm gonna have to work with what I have, which is my own. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, so good. And I made it spicy. I love spice. All right, so we're gonna get into it. This is one of my first videos, so you guys bear with me. I do love feedback, so whether it's positive, constructive, I mean, don't go in on me, but you know, give me some criticism, y'all. Like, let me know some things that you guys would like for me to talk about. I am gonna put up a video so you guys can get to know me better, some personal things about myself, so we can kind of get into that a little bit too. I did ask some people around me, some of my friends, and you know, just some people, what type of things they would like to hear and see. And of course, everybody want to talk about just, you know, regular life stuff that's relatable. Relationships, friendships, all that good stuff. A lot of times I get questions, whether it's friends or strangers or whatever, I get a lot of questions about celibacy. I am celibate, and a lot of people want to know, oh, well, how long, or what made you make that decision, and is it hard? And they want to talk about being in a relationship and being celibate. Yeah, I love things. So I will post a separate video about that, just so we can get all the way down to the nitty gritty, you know, all the details. But right now, we just gonna talk about some random stuff and everyday life and all kind of other stuff, y'all. Oh Lord, by the way, I did not buy this from anywhere. I actually just bought the seafood and just made it myself at home. Which I do quite often. Sometimes if I get lazy and I don't feel like doing it, or if I'm gonna have people over and it's gonna have to feed a lot of people, I just rather kind of like buy it because it's easier. It's probably more expensive, but so much easier. But y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I contemplated doing this video for so long because when I first saw one of these videos, y'all, I was disgusted. I was like, oh my God, how can people do that? How can people watch it? Like I was disgusted at whoever was watching it, the people who was doing it, because it was just the smacking and all of that. And it was so funny because the first time I tried to do this, I'm gonna just be real transparent, I deleted the video because it was boring. I wasn't smacking. I kind of basically had like forced myself to smack and not keep wiping my mouth and not keep wiping my hands and blah blah. Like, it's not supposed to be cute and pretty and neat and whatever. I guess I was thinking about it too much, but you know, like in a normal world, who likes to hear people eating, sucking, smacking? And I know I don't, for real, not if we like at the dinner table and I'm concentrating on my food and I just hear you over there. But it just took me a long time to be able to get used to it and just let loose and not think about it so much. But I really do think that that is one of the ups of like this just new generation, this newfound, just the internet period. Yes, people can be cruel, people can be critical, whatever, but it just made it, I feel like nowadays it kind of makes it easier to be yourself, even though you have a lot of people who feel like they can't. You have so many different things, so many different platforms that to me make it easy to just be yourself, be different, or whatever it is, and just let loose. Like, people get dirty looks and all kind of stuff for eating crazy and smacking, and then you have a whole world out there who really just gets a kick out of listening to somebody eat. You know, what works for one person does not work for everybody else, but for the hundreds of people that don't like something, there's probably another hundreds or thousands of people who do. So, and like they say, can't please everybody. It's always going to be something that somebody has to complain about. So, oh well. You gonna complain? It's gonna be about me doing something that I want to do regardless. Whew. And I have me a glass of wine on deck, guys. Got me some water too, but I'll drink that at the end. So yeah, like, what are some things that you guys like name something in the comments and let me know, like something that you guys first, like when you first saw it or first heard about it, you hated it and you side-eyed it or whatever, but now you're on board. Like, oh, I've been missing out. Like, let me know. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a song, you know, an artist, a type of food, a type of drink, a clothing trend, anything. That when it first came out, you probably had your nose turned up at it, but now you're like, oh, okay, I can get with this. But I'm sure we've all done it We've all had that moment with whatever it was. Just like how they say with a lot of friendships, they start off by people not even liking each other. And I can attest to that because I have a few friends that either when we first met, I didn't like them or they didn't like me, one or the other. Or may have even been just mutual. And it probably was something petty or because of something you heard or you just didn't know really who that person was. You only just saw the outside. But then, once you got to know them and peel back the layers, you're like, oh, well, I thought you was a totally different person. I know it happens with me all the time because people think that I'm very like standoffish but it's not what it is. I have a blunt personality, hence I'm the blunt friend. But yeah, I'm that friend that I'm gonna be very like reserved in a situation, especially coming to one with meeting new people. But one, because when I speak, a lot of things that I say, I'm very firm about what I say. I have already a strong personality. So I come across to new people as, like I said, probably mean or blunt or whatever. But once you get to know me, most people appreciate that. But it's not even being me. I'm just straightforward. I'm a straight shooter. Like, you know, beating around the bush or whatever. And no, I don't do things or say things, you know, intentionally to hurt people's feelings. But sometimes that happens because people are not used to that type of personality. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like, I guess, standoffish or reserved when I'm around newer people, because I definitely don't want to walk on eggshells. So instead of walking on eggshells, I just won't really say anything at all, because I don't know you yet. So to me, that solves that. I mean, to other people it may not, but to me it does. And I don't know what type of wine that is, guys. I will let you guys know. I'll put the description if anybody even cares down below, but it's some type of rosé or something. I don't remember, but for example, since I was talking about wine is something originally I didn't care for. But it was because of the type of wine that I was drinking. But I was going around saying, oh, I don't really care for wine. I don't like wine. But it wasn't that. I didn't like the type of wine that I had tried, because I don't really care for like really sweet wine. More of a dry wine person. So I will drink something if it's a little sweet, but not when it's like just super sweet. I can't deal. Y'all, these eggs are the bomb. And it's so crazy because this is the only way I really eat eggs. If they're boiled. I don't eat scrambled eggs or stuff like that. I really only eat eggs if they're boiled. So boiled and all this sauce and seasoning, 10 times better. And these lobster tails, they're not like the biggest, but They're pretty good size. And the meat is just, oh, so good. Oh, I know a lot of my friends had asked me, because I do eat seafood so much, like, where do I normally get my seafood from? It just depends, but most of the time, I try to get my seafood from the farmer's market, because majority of the time, it's fresh. It's probably cheaper. You normally get, to me, you normally get a lot more for your money. But like I said, mainly because most of it is fresh. Now you do have some stuff that they have that they'll go ahead and freeze, and you just get it out like the freezers like you would at the regular, grocery store. But for the most part, you can get the fresh seafood. Normally I have shrimp and crawfish too, but this time I didn't really feel like doing all of that. I really just wanted to go ahead and do some snow crab, so just did it because I do shrimp and crawfish all the time. So just decided not to. And plus, I think now, if I'm not mistaken, crawfish are out of season. So if I were to get crawfish, that would be, I'm just popping stuff everywhere, juice, everything. Oh well. That's what wipes and rags and disinfectant and all that stuff is for. Anyway, when crawfish are not really in season, when you get them, number one, they have to be frozen. You can't really get them like fresh or live. I normally would buy them live. And then they would be they'll be smaller. They're normally, when they're not in season and you get the ones that are like frozen when you go to certain places, they're much smaller. Then when you get them in there in season, they're a pretty good size. They're fresh. A whole nother taste. I won't lie to you. Let's talk about where people are from, or not really even where you're from, where you are. Right now, I currently reside in Atlanta. So what's up, all my ATLians? Y'all comment below. Let me know what side of town y'all live on. East side, south side. Where y'all at? And everybody else, let me know where you guys are too. Let me know where you are, maybe where you're from, or where you're thinking about moving. Like me, I love Georgia. I've been in Atlanta for quite a while. I'm kind of over it. I have a military background, so in the military, I'm used to not being somewhere for a long period of time. So after a few years, I'm kind of ready to go. And I think I've been back in Atlanta since 2012. So I'm over it, y'all. I really have been contemplating moving to Texas. So if I got anybody out there from Texas, what's up, y'all? What do y'all think about Texas, and who's from Texas and what part? Like, let me know that. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I don't make too much of a mess down here. I am just trying to make sure everything, I got like stuff laid down. You know, seafood can get messy, so you got to lay stuff down and make sure everything's staying in place. But yeah, let me know some places, some states, or some cities that you guys have been thinking about moving to, or would like to move to, or like to settle down in. That's something I love to do. I love to travel, so me traveling, I always see these places, and sometimes you see places and it's like, okay, me visiting, that's enough for me. Like, you enjoy the experience, but you probably don't have a desire to go back, or would never live there. But then you go to some places and you're like, oh man, like, what if I could just move here right now? Or one of those places like, oh, if I can move anywhere in the world, this place is where it's at. Or maybe even like top 3. Like for me, what I will say is, if I had the choice right now, and I know that there were no like stipulations or anything holding me back or keeping me from doing it, the one place I would move, and this is out of the country, would be Germany. If I could move anywhere in the world right now, I would probably move to Germany. Now, if I had to, you know, do a choice of a couple of things, and like my second, or if that's not feasible, right now, right now, like I said, my top would be Texas. And I would say maybe Texas or Florida, just because I love warm weather. And with Florida, I mean, I like being close to the water, so most of my vacations are warm vacation spots, or places where you can go to the beach and do all kind of stuff like that. I mean, I've been to a lot of other places, which I'll kind of do a video about that, and I think I'm going to start just vlogging my trips so you guys can see some of the places I go and some of the things I do when I go. But ultimately, I think I would just much rather live in a warm climate place, somewhere by the water, whatever. Like, maybe that'll just be my vacation home, or could be permanently. It just depends. But I love those type of vacations. So most of the places that I visit is going to be something like that. I mean, I know that's like the opposite of Germany, but I just love the atmosphere in Germany and the culture. Like, people are different. The United States is totally different anyway, culture-wise and manners and things like that. So it's a big difference. But I love it. The only thing I hate about Germany is like the harsh winters. But hey. But yeah. Y'all let me know like what y'all like dream place to live, or what's some of y'all favorite vacation spots, stuff like that. I'll probably talk a lot about traveling on this page, on this channel, just because that's something that, like I said, I love to do. y'all just let me know. Like I said, bear with me. This is one of my first videos, so like I said, give me some feedback, good, bad, what to change, what not to change, what you guys would like to hear me talk about. Let me know if you don't care, or I know some people like, girl, we don't even know you, we don't care what you talk about. But yeah, let me know. I'm excited to make some new friends. Y'all my friends now. All right, so guys, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like, let me know what y'all want to hear about, and I'll start posting some more stuff. Like, I'm not gonna keep on rambling. I'm gonna let y'all go, but thank y'all for tuning in. Have a good one. Bye, friends.